Lots of you guys keeping the real tarot, coming to you with a pick a card. And hopefully you guys are well and good spirits when you see this reading. This reading is a breakup reading. It's What's the Real Reason Your Ex Dumped You is the title. So take what apply, leave the rest. Shout out to my subscribers new or old for coming through, holding the vibes, building the channel, subscribing, leaving me tips, sending me comments. I appreciate it all. If you're a visitor, welcome. Returning visitors, welcome back. So the timestamp is going to be in the description box and message box, and I have 3 piles. So pile 1, this will be the deck. This will be the item. It's a little boom box. Pile number 2 is this deck. And then you get the little cell phone. And then pile number 3 is this deck. And you get the little cassette. So pick your pile. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. This is the boom box. This is the cell phone. And this is the cassette tape that goes inside the boom box. So I'll see you in pile 1. Pile 1 collective, if you pick this boom box or if you pick this deck, this is your reading. Shout out to you guys. Hope all is well when you see this reading. This reading is to help give you some closure or help give you some understanding on why your ex really dumped you, because that's the title of this reading. What's the real reason your ex dumped you? So take what apply, leave the rest. And shout out to my subscribers new and old for coming through, holding the vibes, and subscribing to the channel, sending me comments, tips, just interacting with the channel in a whole. And if you're a visitor, welcome. Returning visitors, welcome back. This reading could be triggering for some of you guys, but I'm not going to purposely trigger you. So just keep that in mind. So we're going to get started with the reading. So the first question of this reading is, what led to the breakup? And the card that came out is too much work. So either you guys' schedules was conflicting with one another, or you guys didn't take enough time to get to know each other, to date each other. There wasn't work put into this relationship, it seems like. It was like everything else was more important than this relationship. And again, this is not to make you feel bad. It's not to make you feel like you're not good enough. It's none of that. It's just to let you know that for some reason there was too much work involved. For whatever reason, you thought it was too much work, your partner thought it was too much work, but what the card says, it says, you tell yourself it's too much work, but it really is an excuse not to get involved. So some of them, it's self-explanatory kind of. Too much work. It's like they didn't put the effort into having a relationship with you. Some of you could have been dating somebody that was darker skinned, somebody who likes to wear plaid a lot, somebody who really doesn't take control of what they want, or they don't take control of their life in general. So the next question was, how does your ex feel at this moment? So I didn't plan on meeting you, let alone falling for you, came out. And the next card out was, I am terrified. Somebody could be a Libra or a Virgo, or you could be born on the 9th of any month. So not only did this person not put in enough work, they didn't plan on meeting you. This is probably what was the problem as well. If a person didn't plan on meeting you, it's like they kind of have to fit you into whatever they have going on. And if they don't have enough time, or if they're a type of person who don't, how can I say this? They don't put effort into the things they want. Somebody here could have been somebody who wanted you to chase them as well. Like if this was a masculine, this masculine could have been in a feminine energy and wanted you to chase them, wanted you to put in all the work. If it was a female, the female didn't allow you to be in your masculine energy and kind of like take the reins of the relationship. Take it how it resonates. These are downloads I'm getting. So the other question was how you guys are feeling. So what came out for you guys is, I don't know how to express my feelings. That's why I'm so aggressive. And my life started when I met you. Somebody could be born, I mean not born, somebody could be Aquarius, or somebody could be a Pisces. So somebody here don't know how to express their feelings. This is a person, again, if there's a masculine, they're in a feminine energy. They don't know how to be a masculine. They probably didn't have somebody to, or they didn't have somebody that was a role model or somebody to show them what it is to go after a person in a proper way, not a non-aggressive way. This person could have been a person as well that was very controlling, and if they didn't get their way, they didn't want to be in a relationship with you. And if a person is controlling and aggressive, that comes from insecurities on their part. The next question I asked was where to go from here. So some of you are really heartbroken because this card came out broken. Some of you are really having a hard time going through this, which means like some of you could be in the thick of it and you have to make it to the opposite end. Some of you are still stuck. But what you need to do as best as possible is try to balance your energies, balance your feminine and your masculine energy. Try to stay in the upright as much as possible. Tap into your intuition. Hold on for a second. Some of you need to tap into your intuition. If you are connected with your guides, God, whoever you are connected with, it's a good time to pay attention to your intuition, because in situations like this, you would be getting insights to help you on a personal level. But you have to trust your intuition and know that it is going to hurt, but you will get through it. And another thing to realize about heartbreak happens to teach you lessons. When you meet a person and it doesn't go well, it's to teach you a lesson. So it's for you to learn the lesson. And these cards down here is kind of like going to what my downloads is. It's like kind of like learning the lesson here. Some of you have like issues that you need to heal within yourself, and this relationship is here to help you do that, whether you can see it now or not. The next question is what not to do. And what not to do is, the card that came out was chemistry and passion, toxicity and bound, and patterns is on there. And it has North Node, cosmic, and purpose. So like I was saying, some of you, this was a lesson for you to learn. This relationship was for you to be like thrown into the thick of it. Some of you were like, the universe will try to get attention from all of us. They will try to do it slowly and gently. If we don't pay attention, it will escalate into boom, a whole tower moment is here and we slammed on our head. When this says like, I didn't plan on meeting you and let alone falling for you, this lets me know already that this was a karmic lesson. And what this North Node card coming out is to push you to mature, is to push you to start heading into your purpose in life. It's also pushing you to have fulfillment and inner balance, whether you could see that now or not. And this is what this is, this inner balance, balancing your divine feminine and masculine. What you should not do is get caught back up in this chemistry that you have for this person. This is like a Two of Cups type of energy, and a Two of Cups type of energy is an energy that will make you think that this person was your soulmate or your twin flame. It very well could have been a soulmate or a twin flame, but it was a karmic. It was nothing for you to get stuck in. But you are drawn to this person. Some of you are drawn to the toxicity of this relationship. And some way to look at a toxic relationship is like if you have a intense sexual type of relationship, it's like you can't seem to be turned away from this person. This person just have a pull on you. But this is something that you need to grow out of. This is something that you need to balance as well. Because if you don't grow out of it, you're just going to get thrown back on a toxic will, the toxic karmic will. This relationship is helping you to find yourself and to evolve. I know some of you guys don't want to hear that, because when you're going through heartbreak, you don't want to hear that. But this is what this is. At the end of the light, at the end of the tunnel, I will say, and you see the light, this will make sense to you. Like, now I understand what it meant. Or some of you guys will get stuck back on that karmic cycle and don't know what it means. When I looked up, the angel number 1001 was there. Hold on for a second. The angel number 1001, in case you want to know, is a spiritual awakening. So like I was saying, this relationship is to open you up spiritually, to push you forward on your north node, to mature, for you to lead you into your purpose. Actually, some of you don't know your purpose, but this is a part of it. You will learn your purpose if you keep moving forward. The universe will give you signs and give you what your purpose is if you don't know. It says new beginnings, personal development, prioritizing creativity, and heading in the right direction, as I was explaining to you. A new phase in religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like the dark night of the soul. Confirmation if you heard that horn in the back. You're on a path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. Like I was saying to you, you guys will get over this. Like, you will get over it. Hopefully you'll get over it. Hopefully you won't get stuck in the thick of this. Now I asked what outside forces was at play with this relationship breaking up. It has Queen rising and fake smiles. So this person didn't like the fact that you was stepping into your power. You was stepping into yourself. You was coming into the spotlight. Some of these people wanted to hide you. Some of them was like intimidated by you. Some of you didn't know this, but your partner was intimidated by you. And from the very beginning, this person was being fake. Some of you could have been love bombed by this person. But this person didn't like your power. They didn't like that you are somebody that is a cosmic child, that you have gifts. They were threatened by that. So I asked, the next question I asked is, what do you need to do to feel better? But I'm going to get to that in a second, because that's where I'm going to end the reading at. So let's start clarifying some of this. Clarify, I am terrified and I didn't plan on meeting you. Why was this 8 of Cups? Wow. 8 of Cups is a card of walking away. But what I'm getting from this is this person didn't plan on meeting you. This person met you, like, it could have been serendipity, like at the right place, the right time. This person didn't listen to their intuition. This is what terrified them. If they'd have listened to their intuition, they would have known there was no reason for you to be terrified. Some of these people, when they got with you, when you guys met, they was walking away from a relationship already. So some of them was in the middle of going through a dark night of a soul, or being healed, or going through an awakening themselves. This person could be a fire sign, or if they're not a fire sign, they're an earth sign that come across very fiery. Somebody could be born in August or the 8th of any month. So somebody's birthday could be September 8th or August 8th or August the 2nd, September the 2nd. Somebody here could be 29, 28. Clarify this 8 of Cups with this I'm terrified. What made this person terrified? What terrified this person from the King of Swords? This person wasn't used to dealing with their emotions. Do you see the King of Swords is wanting to kind of like go and reverse more so than the upright? This person is a very toxic person, a very tyrannical person, a person that's a bully for some of you guys. If they don't get their way, they're going to break up with you. It's their way or the highway. This person is a calculated person. This is a person that comes across very mechanical, like unemotional, or they blow hot and cold. One minute they're fiery, the next minute they're not. Somebody here could come from Native American descent, or somebody could be Indian. Clarify this King of Swords. A King of Swords in reverse is very narcissistic. The Emperor. They was very domineering. This person was very calculated. And this is the type of person, the King of Swords and the Emperor. I explained them in a nice way without going down the rabbit hole of telling you in a toxic way of how this person is. This is a person that's normally a leader. somebody that's strategic, somebody that's analytical. This person is used to leading. They're not used to being with somebody who's a leader as well. So this person wouldn't do well in a power couple because this person is a tyrannical person. Somebody here like onks. They like wearing onks. Yeah, with the Emperor, this person could be an Aries as well. This person is a person that is like, have a lot of authority. They feel like what they say is supposed to go. Clarify this toxicity. The Star. You're somebody healing. Somebody very healing. Somebody that's has hope and inspiration. Somebody that's aspirational. Somebody that, you could be a Leo, you could be Aquarius. The Star energy is somebody who could really like renew a person. Somebody that is in the spotlight. Somebody that can heal somebody's trauma. Somebody could bring you wishes, can bring you wish fulfillment. This person didn't like your light. Some of you, your light irritated their demons. Clarify this Star. The Wheel of Fortune. You're very successful. Somebody that is like destined to be fortunate. You are destined. Some of you, your North Node or your purpose in life is to help guide people. But this person's ego couldn't accept that. Clarify, I don't know how to express my feelings. That's why I'm so aggressive. And that's this Emperor and King of Swords energy. So this energy very well could flip. This could be this person. This could be you. It could flip. Very well flip. When I clarified, I don't know how to express my feelings. That's why I'm so aggressive. The Page of Wands came out. So this person is a very hypersexual person. This person used sexual passions and stuff like that to get they feelings across. They don't use their heart, their emotions. They use passion, sex. They use being cunning and very mischievous and deceptive to get their way. So last message here. Clarify this chemistry and passion in this Page of Wands. You have, what is this? You have the World. This person see you as somebody that's kind of perfect. Somebody is as an influencer. With the World here, this person see you as completing cycles with them too. But they see you as victorious, triumphant. Some of these people broke up with you because they thought you was too good for them. But they would never tell you that. Now, what could you do to feel better? It says glow up. So get dressed. Go get your hair done. Go get your nails done. If you like putting on makeup, put on makeup. It says take a day to spoil you yourself. If it makes you feel beautiful, then do it. It says nutrition. So you're supposed to eat better. Eating better, will, if you clear up your diet, eat more fruits and vegetables, it will clear up your mental. And that will give you like a jump start in healing. A lot of people don't believe that, but it's a real thing. It says your body is your temple. Try changing your eating habits. And it also says you are charming. Have confidence in your charm. A lot of people gravitate towards you because they like you for you. This person didn't like the fact that you outshined them. This is why they broke up with you. So if you've gotten something from this, like and subscribe. Till next time in Tarotland. Pile 2, if you pick this little cell phone, or if you pick this deck, this is your reading. Shout out to you guys. Hope all is well with you. When you see this reading, hopefully you are in good spirits. And this reading is, what's the real reason your ex dumped you? So take what apply, leave the rest. This reading is just to give you understanding, give you a little closure if the person didn't give you closure, or to confirm things that you already know, not to make you feel like crap. This reading could trigger you guys, but I'm not here to trigger you purposely, so hopefully you don't get triggered. Take what apply, leave the rest. Shout out to my subscribers, Noah O, for coming through, holding the vibe, subscribing, sending me texts, messages, tips, comments, just interacting with the page in a whole. And if you are a visitor, welcome. Returning visitors, welcome back. So we're going to jump right into it. The first question is, what led to the breakup? And it says, being guarded and fear of touch. Shout out to you guys who've been in Pile 1. Or some of you could go to Pile 1 to get extra messages, because this definitely is messages over there for you. But somebody here was being guarded and it was fear of touch. So if a person is being guarded, for one, they're not letting you in emotionally. So this person, the reason why they broke up with you is because they didn't know how to manage their emotions. They didn't know how to let you in emotionally. This person is not used to dealing with their emotions. And with the fear of touch, if a person has fear of touch, that's coming from trauma and abuse from their past. So somebody have a traumatic and a past of abuse. These are downloads I'm giving you. So what the card says, it says you are lonely because you are so aloof. Trust others and let them into your heart. So this person kept you at how can I say, at a distance? Yeah, they wouldn't let down their guards with you. They wouldn't be vulnerable with you. The next card, it says you don't trust touch. Take small steps and to feel comfortable with others. So that's self-explanatory. And I'm not going to really dig into that. If this is your story, you know where that comes from. That could trigger people. And I know I pull on energies that are dark, and I could expose something that will really trigger you guys. And again, I don't want this reading to be about that. So I'm not going to go too deep into that. But you guys, in your relationships, you have to open yourself up. You can't be so aloof. And if you don't know what aloof mean like you don't care. It's like you don't care if the person is there or not. Now, if you want to go across, like, go through your relationships like this, or have these type of relationships, just know that they are never going to be relationships that you want. If you want somebody to really love you, that energy is not going to have somebody love you, because whatever you project into your person could actually have them treat you a certain way. Prime example, say for instance, if you do have trust issues and you've been hurt before and you are guarded, if you go into your next relationships like that, it's going to trigger a person to say like, whoa, should I not open up and be so vulnerable with this person if they're not being vulnerable with me? If you are somebody who's fear of touch, who've been traumatized in your past, if you into a person, this is something you would tell them if you're comfortable enough telling them that, or this is something you really have to work through within yourself, because these issues will keep coming up, because these issues come from a childhood. All of us have a childhood, and every child have been abused or neglected to some way, because human beings are not perfect. So yeah, you will have to look into that and tap into that. But somebody is scared to open up and let somebody come close to them, and it's coming from their past. Now, I asked, how does your ex feel about this situation? It says, let me have you, and I imagine you naked. Somebody could be born in 78, somebody could be born in 87, but this person is just thinking about sex. And like I said, Power 1 has insight on that. And in the middle of this, it has twin flames. But not to jump ahead, because I kind of am jumping ahead. The twin flame and soulmate energy was in Power 1 a little bit. I'm using total different cards, and like the energy is still coming out a little bit. So I asked, how do you feel about it? It says, I meant what I said. I just wish things were different. I need time for me. And now is not the time. So some of you guys are feeling, well, most of you guys are feeling, if this resonates with you, that whatever you said to this person, you meant what you said. Some of you do wish things were different, but it doesn't negate the fact that you said what you said. You put your foot down with this person and you're not going to budge with that. And you need more time for you, and now is not the time. So this is how you feel. You need to look within yourself. You need to do healing, or whatever you're doing. You're not focusing on this, and this is a good thing. With a twin flame energy is an energy that brings up toxic karmic issues that you have for you to heal. Hold on for a second. With this twin flame energy here, and with that fear of touch, this was a karmic relationship, but it was a karmic relationship for the universe to trigger you into seeing that you do have this issue, because a twin flame energy is very passionate, it's very impulsive, it's very steamy, it's hot and heavy. For you to have a twin flame energy come into your personal life as far as a relationship, sexual relationship, is for the universe to help you heal that, because once that happens, you will get a partner that you can open yourself up, someone you won't be guarded towards. But this is for you to heal. This relationship was a lesson for you to heal if you don't understand why this relationship was brought to you. The next question is where to go from here. Now it has phony, trickster, illusionist, fairy tale. It has secret, accounts. You have the funeral energy, and then you have the twin flames. So where do you go from here? You do not go back to this twin flame energy. Hopefully you guys can heal yourself so you can actually call in a soulmate, someone who can really love you for who you are and what you are. Don't go back to any phony tricks or illusions. Stop walking through the gates of the fairy tales. Some of you like doing that, but your guys, God, universe wants you to come out of that so you can manifest somebody who's really going to build with you and love you. If you are stalking this person, stop stalking them. But for some of you, they are stalking you, because it goes like both ways. And it's to put death to this. Put death to whatever is going on here. Whatever burdens you are holding on. Whatever toxicity you're holding on. This relationship is for you to stop that. To give you at least a reflection of what you're doing. Now, what outside forces was at foot? Groupies and rejected. So you could have been with somebody where their friend group rejected you. You didn't fit in with their friend group. Their friend group didn't like you for some reason. This was outside forces that caused this. Some of them, their friends told them not to be with you, to reject you. There are other females out there that they can be with besides you. Not to trigger you. Not to say that you're not worthy. Not to say you less than. For you to look at this in that way, I wouldn't think you should. I would look at it, if it was me, I would look at it as they're immature, and I don't need to be around immature people. Because if a person's friend group is going to be immature and tell them not to be with you, if that's your story, yeah, that's very immature. So I wouldn't even let that bruise me at all. I would just be like, damn, I was fucking with somebody that was very immature, somebody that didn't know themselves, and it would make me look at myself and say, shit, what made me go there? Why was I over there? Some of you could be walking karma too. Some of you could be used through the universe to help immature, toxic people go through relationships like this, to trigger them to know what they're doing is toxic. So it's not just you guys doing anything wrong. The next question is what not to do, right? So what not to do is, it says you are talented and fucking amazing. And the next one, it says love. Now the love says get some, give some, it will cheer your ass up. What you should not do is go back and have sex with this person. Turn your back on the situation is what the universe will want you to do ideally. It says the world needs your power, your voice. Use your voice. Just don't use it on dumb shit. See? Don't use it on dumb people, immature people where you can't get through to them. Be around people who's going to feed you, who's going to make you happy, who's going to help you grow. So the next question is what you need to do to feel better. It says focus on financial goals and avoid toxic people. Hang out with people who will uplift your spirits, not bring you down. Set and reach your financial goals to achieve financial stability. So if you receive something from this reading, like it or subscribe. Till next time in Tarotland. Pile 3, if you pick this cassette, or if you pick this deck, this is your reading. Shout out to you guys. Hope all is well. Shout out to my subscribers, new and old, for coming through, holding the vibes, subscribing to the channel, commenting, leaving me tips, leaving me messages, just interacting in a whole. If you're a visitor, welcome. Returning visitors, welcome back. Today's title is What's the Real Reason Your Ex Dumped You? Take what apply, leave the rest. This reading is not to trigger you, so hopefully you guys don't get triggered. And shout out to you guys who've been to multiple pals. So, let's get right to it. First question is, what led to the break? So what led to the break, it says too hard. So some of you guys was working too hard. Some of you this was like a one-sided relationship. Some of you could have been pregnant in this relationship, or you could be pregnant now. This person wasn't helping you. So again, it was like one-sided. You wasn't reaping any rewards or getting any reciprocity. If that's your story, Pile 1 will help you. Some of you coming from Pile 1. It says you believe that it has to be hard, but it doesn't. Let love flow naturally in your life. Yeah, this person also, what broke this up is like this relationship couldn't flow properly. It couldn't go through the ebbs and flows. It was like person could have been like wanting to know where it's going to go, when it's going to go there, how it's going to go there. It wasn't nothing just natural. It was just too much going on. Too much, too many burdens caused this relationship to break. So I asked, how does this person feel? How does your ex feel? What card came out is broke ass and then hustling. So this person is broke right now. They hustling. They trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. So this person is focused on money. And when I clarified it, it says I need more balance and Ace of Wands. So this person could be somebody who is trying to look for new opportunities. Like I said before, looking for potential. This person could be an opportunist as well. This person is not balanced because when a person doesn't have finances, it's like that kind of affect their mood and the way they go about life. Some of them, they could be somebody that like get money in an adult way. So they could be doing that to make ends meet. I asked, how do you feel? It says love triangle, creativity, and impersonator. And what clarified that was definitely. So you feel like this person is false, they fake, they put you in a love triangle, a third party. They couldn't make up their mind of who they wanted to be with. This person also could have been somebody who ghosted you for somebody who was taking care of them, giving them money. But this person is somebody who don't know themselves. This just seems like how you feel about this person. They don't know themselves. They like to impersonate you. They feed off of you. This person could be an energy vampire. Some of you guys feel that way, that they're energy vampire and they're a clout chaser, or they look for clout. And it says definitely. So it just backed that up. The next question is, where should you go from here? And it says, take a leap for new opportunities. You guys need to take a leap for new opportunities and don't focus on this person. Listen to your spirit guides, because your spirit guides are trying to talk to you and help give you insight or where to go and what to do. It says what not to do. It says happily single. Do not go back to dating anybody. It's not the time to be dating anybody. It's time to be stress-free, setting goals, career focus, doing you. Don't think about this person. If you're not pregnant or anything like that, if you want to date, it's okay to go on dates, but don't take anybody too seriously, because you have to get to know a person. You need somebody to pour into you before you pour into somebody. Some of you need to detox off of social media. I asked what outside forces was at hand, and it says getting hurt. So somebody got hurt in the past and they closed themselves down. It says all love comes with risk, losing it. No, all love comes with a risk of losing it. Don't be afraid to floss. Take a chance. This person has been hurt in the past and they didn't take a chance. Some of them didn't open themselves up. If that's your case, Pile 1 will have more info on that. And I asked, what could you do now to make yourself feel better? It says validate your past and get some sleep and some rest. So validate your past. Yes, you've been hurt, but don't stay there. It says you did your best you could. Feel empathize with your past, not judge it. Like and or subscribe.